Amber Spradlin was found unalive by first responders with 11 wounds to her head, neck, and throat, hours after the 911 call was made. But the city mayor, Les Stapleton, says everything's okay. So let's talk about it. So it's been a few weeks and there's still no suspect named. Now the families came out and did a press conference. I'm gonna play that for you here. And while you're listening to that, drop a comment and let me know if you think it's okay for first responders to take a few hours to get to an emergency call.
Ones were emotional as they gave details on how she died.
She was stabbed at least 11 times in her head, her neck, and her throat. I can't imagine what she was going through and how she was feeling, and it is horrible.
But that's not all they shared Thursday afternoon during a press conference outside of the Floyd County Courthouse. Some members of the community who were there to show support Thursday have questioned how long it's taken to figure out what happened at a home in Martin nearly 2 weeks ago. But the family says they have regular contact with the Kentucky State Police troopers and do not want to rush their investigation process.
When they are ready to release it to us, they will. And I want them to do their job the best possible way that they could. I want them to do it correctly so that way we get the right person that did this.
While they wait for answers, they're calling into question possible confusion with the 911 system. They're concerned the calls requesting help did not get through to the closest law enforcement agency.
If our 911 system has failed her, then at least it's too late for her, but at least it might help another family. And that's why this is so important. I wouldn't wish this on anybody to have to go through.
Floyd County Fiscal Court documents say in December 2022, the decision to move the call center from the Kentucky State Police Post to the city of Prestonsburg was because of an increase in service fees. Now, they've launched a petition to move the call center back to the Kentucky State Police Post. A family, heartbroken, wanting answers and changes, but willing to be patient until investigators have all the pieces to this puzzle. Reporting in Prestonsburg, Lane Ball, 13 News.
Lane also talked to the Floyd County Judge Executive Robbie Williams, asking for a comment on the alleged 911 issues, and he says he's not going to be commenting on it at this time, as this is an ongoing investigation.
So as you can see, her life was anything but great. The family attorney, Mark Olander, said it was brutal. There was DNA everywhere. There was DNA everywhere. DNA mixed with other DNA. On the night she passed, Spradlin's family said she was with friends and her boss, people she trusted. That's why they said her brutal unaliving was so shocking. She was raised by her grandparents after her mom and sister passed, and ended up caring for her grandparents until the end, and only recently moved out to start her life. The family attorney would go on to say it took hours to find her, despite a 911 call, after she was found wounded. Prestonsburgs Mayor, Les Stapleton, releases this statement right here in response to the outcry regarding the time it took for first responders to get to the home. Essentially saying, I'm praising my police department and all their hard work, and the call center. Everybody's doing their job. Everybody's doing a fantastic job. And we will continue to do so. We are surrounded by nothing but the best. Jesus. All right, so first off, if everything's working hunky-dory, why would that call get routed to the city when it should have gotten routed to the county? Is this not something y'all thought of when y'all moved that call center? I mean, it seems awfully ridiculous to me for a city official to get up there and make such a stupid statement, instead of just saying up front, look, this was an error and we are going to correct this. That call should have not went to the city. It should have went to the county. And as the mayor of this city, it's on me and the county officials. And we will do right by this. Instead of this hunky-dory statement as if there's not an issue. Now, I'm not trying to say that she would have been fine if they would have got there sooner. I don't know. But I certainly know hours after a 911 call, that is absolutely ridiculous. The family attorney has said that he believes the police do have a suspect. They're just not naming the suspect at this time. And he also believes that they're waiting on the DNA evidence to come back because this particular crime scene was very gruesome. And sometimes that does take time to be received, processed, and then sent back to authorities. But really the big concern here is the lack of response from the mayor. You know, he's up there saying that the police department is being dragged on social media, national news, and they don't deserve this. And honestly, the actual police officers, no, I don't believe they do. This is on the call center and the idiots who decided to move it without having the forethought to think about where these calls are going to get routed to. So it's on you, Mr. Mayor, and it's on your city planners. And I hope the citizens of Prestonsburg remember this next election, because what y'all did was ridiculous. I personally believe you moved that call center for financial reasons and financial reasons only. You didn't care about the after effects of moving that call center. It shouldn't have been moved. If it wouldn't have been moved, then maybe she could have got the help she received. You made a stupid decision, Mr. Mayor, and I hope the citizens of that city and that county remember this. I hope a suspect is named soon, because what is going on right now is completely unexcusable. Your police do not need to be dragged. You need to be dragged. Your city planners need to be dragged. Your county council needs to be dragged. Y'all are a joke. An absolute disgusting joke. To sit there and make this statement when it took hours for first responders to make it there. That's absolutely substandard. I'm curious about your thoughts. Do you think it's okay? Do you think this was just an oversight and an error and nobody should be held responsible? Or do you think come next election, they just need to do a clean sweep? Let me know. Leave a comment below. Like and subscribe. I appreciate your time and I appreciate you being here.